on USA Today. Penn swimmer Leah Thomas becomes first trans woman to win NCAA swimming championship. First trans woman to win the NCAA title for swimming. So University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas made history Thursday by becoming the first transgender woman to win an NCAA swimming competition in Division 1. First Div 1. Not everyone was thrilled for her victory. There were barely any cheers after she won, and some attendees held signs saying, "Save women's sports," in the stands at the Georgia Tech facility, protesting the swimmer who once swam for the men's team for 3 seasons. You want to feel bad for the feminists, but they opened the door for this. Yep. You can't be trans exclusionary because then you're a TERF. You support women, but you got to support trans women before biological women because you're a bigot. But then look what happens. The trans athletes are winning the competitions and the Division 1 titles, and they're taking it away from biological females. They're trying their hardest as well. But it's like, nah. Thomas, who entered the competition as the top seed, finished the 500-yard freestyle with a season best time of 4 minutes 33.24. A season best. The race was close until the last 100 yards, with Virginia's Emma Wayant finishing second at 4:34.99. So this is what Leah Thomas said after the race. "I didn't have a whole lot of expectation for this meet." You didn't have a lot of expectation for the NCAA Division 1 championship. "I was just happy to be here and race and compete the best I could." Compete the best you could? You knew you were going to bloody win. Don't give me that. Followed NCAA and Ivy League rules. However, she faced scrutiny inside and outside the sport about if transgender women and girls should be allowed to participate in female sports. Exactly the issue. Look at this. There's also another article which says, "I'm not a man." Leah Thomas says she belongs on the women's team, is eyeing the 2024 Olympics. Now, as we spoke about the Olympics just before, and I've already done videos on, you can check out, the 2024 Olympics isn't going to be the first time we've had trans athletes. So it's not going to be their big first trans athlete to do this. No, we've already had that. It's going to be Leah Thomas, the first NCAA trans winner, is going to be competing in the Olympics potentially if they make the squad for the US national team. Biologically, Leah holds an unfair advantage over competition in the women's category, as evidenced by her rankings that have bounced from 462 as a male, 462nd as a male competitor in swimming, to number 1 as a female. Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps said the situation was complicated in an interview with CNN. That's right. He didn't quite denounce it, but he didn't quite support it. He's like, it's complicated. "I believe that we all should feel comfortable with who we are in our own skin." Sure. But I think sports should all be played on an even playing field. Thank you, Michael Phelps. This was what the point I was going to make. Well, what I want to see is 3 leagues. We can have 3 leagues. Men's, women's, trans. Doesn't matter if you're M to F, F to M. Doesn't matter. We should have a trans league. Well, I mean, initially. But if you want to have, this is how it's going to turn out. You want to have people who identify as females, want to swim with females, so they're going to have a trans league for that. And then you have one that want to identify. So you might even have 4 leagues. But who knows? I think this process is going to be at least maybe a decade or more. This is going to take to iron all this out. Right now, we're trying to navigate, how do we have trans athletes competing with the right genders that they should be or that they want to be. But right now, this is the backlash that we are seeing. Does the turn, good push off. At least at least a length, because that camera angle, yeah, at least a length. And then right there, Leah Thomas, lane 4, because they started at the favorite, so you get lane 4 in swimming. This is the backlash from the people who were there.
To be here, to my best friends and teammates, and we will compete. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh wow!
I'm a woman. That's not a woman.
Oh my god! I'm a woman. That is not a woman. That's what this lady said.
Are you a biologist?
Are you a biologist?
Oh my god, don't be ridiculous. I'm not a vet, but I know what a dog is.
Oh shit. He goes, are you a biologist? And she goes, I'm not a vet, but I know what a dog is.
I'm not an astrophysicist, but I know what space is.
She's killing this dude. I'm not an astrophysicist, but I know what space is. Legit women are suffering because of this. And it's like, we're super feminists. We're all for women and equality. It's like, well, this is destroying women's equality. I'm not a mechanic, but I know what a car is.
You don't think this is going to destroy women's sports? If this is all right with you, then I'm sorry, but it's insane.
That's it. It's the whole point. It's destroying women's sports. She didn't participate in the official news conference as required by the NCAA. And then since it says it's required, possible action could come following the evaluation by the NCAA swimming committee. Yeah, you have to do this media news conference. Nah, I'm not going to do it. What? Well, I hope she gets sanctioned for that.